Constructive criticism. Well, when I completely heard that title for the first time, I honestly thought that this is mainly on what the set is supposed to be like when it comes to the Cancel High play, but just by watching the 3 endings in preparation for this review, I honestly think that this is pretty much a bit confusing. Now look, I can understand that plays can do a different direction as long as they're entertaining for the audience. But the thing is, I honestly think that this is just basically a way to have another Choose Your Own ending involving the Cancel Out play that had so much Choose Your Own endings by this point. This isn't like the Beach Shorts, well, this is just basically an apology for what Sunset Shimmer went through in Forgotten Friendship. This is mostly another Choose Your Own ending involving the play. Now this is about Applejack being in charge on doing the set designs even though that she applied. And she accidentally broke her arm. And I just remembered that in Season 2, her leg was broken. Her foot was broken, actually. And in this season, she got her arm busted. She got her arm broken. Hand broken, actually. You know, if there was a 3rd season, it would probably be a theme of Applejack getting unintentionally hurt by one of her body parts. So the only thing I can actually think is what body part of her that is going to be broken. I mean, she got her hand broken, she got her foot broken, so I honestly don't know what other body parts that they can easily allow kids to see in a show that is dedicated to them, that is catered to them. But in my opinion, I think that the Season 3 Choose Your Own endings won't happen, but I'm still gonna get to that analysis video. Keep waiting a few more days or more. So anyway, Applejack can't figure out a way to do the set on her own, so she needs some help with Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Photo Finish, another background character. Pinkie Pie's ending involves her being using her drum talents while completely doing the set designs on trying to actually do her drumming thing and actually work on the set itself. Yeah, with a catchy tune, by the way. It's actually kind of entertaining if you ask me, and I actually think that this is pretty much the better out of the endings I've seen from this short. But I'm going to talk about the issue I'm having, and that's the set itself, but I'm going to get to that eventually. The next ending involves Photo Finish, and as much as it's great to actually see another background character taking the spotlight for this short only, it's honestly difficult to take it seriously. Granted, it's her character, but isn't she aware that she's supposed to prepare a set for a crowd to be entertained? Now, before any of you ask, yes, I actually found this probably the best things I've actually seen from this short, but that's what they want me to think, because I honestly think that people, despite enjoying laser lights, is still not going to buy the fact that this is pretty much the cheapest way to do a play for a set in the background. I understand it's kind of disrespectful to people who adore Photo Finish, but I just, this is good to look at, but it just doesn't work for the plot of the short. Well, for the situation that Applejack is dealing with. As for Rainbow Dash, considering that she used her joy powers to do everything as fast as possible, it was better than what Applejack imagined. Mainly the fact that she had everything set up on just trying to actually get the set all ready for the play on Friday. And it is kind of a great way to actually see Applejack and Rainbow Dash having a relationship for this short, but at the same time, I'm not saying this because the sets in these are bad, but at the same time, it's mostly out of control of what the play was going to be like. Even when I see plays in my high school life, I can really tell that I can actually tell that that it's going to set in a normal way without any technology, and it's just basically the life, well, everything hasn't been invented, mainly technology. And that's the issue I have with this short in general. I'm not talking about the endings because of how goodly inspirational they are. I'm completely referring of how this is like when it comes to the play itself. Granted, we don't have to see the entire Canterlot High play because that's just basically what you expect to watch something in real life, but at the same time, it makes me confused of what the play is going to be like. Really a light laser show, a laser light show, or the type of stuff that is mostly downtown with discos and stuff. I don't think this is the type of stuff of what we're going to see in the next Choose Your Own ending, because by the looks of it, it feels mostly forced, if you ask me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but even though I wasn't part of a play in my high school life during the semesters, I know full well that it just doesn't usually work like this. Yes, Equestria Girls is supposed to be a cartoon, as well as a spin-off, but whenever I look at this, it feels like they're trying to actually have another Choose Your Own ending short, despite the fact that there's pretty much enough involving the Canterlot High play. So seeing this, it feels mostly forced. Not saying that it's terrible, but I don't think I can easily enjoy this. The rating I'm gonna give this is a 5.75 out of 10, mainly to give it some kind of credit. But considering that this is mainly what the characters are doing, just so that they can actually be prepared for the play, I think that it's better if we actually get to know what the entire play was going to be like. Not seeing the whole thing, but know a lot of information on what the play is from beginning to end. Granted, you had to watch it for yourself, but this is a cartoon and not a virtual simulator, so yeah, this really made me confusing. The only thing I can actually see this existing is the fact that Applejack completely broke her arm, and if there was a third season, which it's probably not going to happen depending on what's going on at the moment, we're probably going to see the same situation involving Applejack getting injured again. I honestly think that this is just basically this show's way of just trying to be having Applejack getting through some serious situations, since that she's the strongest character in this, and going through pain is pretty much the only way that she can do in these Choose Your Own endings. Granted, she was an optional choice as one of the the other Choose Your Own endings, but still. Anyway, let's get into the next review tomorrow, which involves the play itself, despite the fact that we didn't see the entire bit of it.